Okay, so that pretty much wraps up this week. We're now basically halfway through the year. Most teams have played 6 games. Some teams have had byes already, but I guess kind of just a mid-season thoughts. I'm springing this on you. I did not prepare you for this at all, and maybe you don't know how to answer this. But right now, I just want to hear, with no preparation, what is your playoff prediction for this year?
Oh my goodness. I think Georgia will make it. I had them going to the national championship in the preseason. Stand by it. I think they're the most complete team in college football, or at least that's what we've seen so far. Anything can happen on a Saturday. We're finding out, but Georgia's the most complete team, top to bottom. Cincinnati is maybe. I'd put them in. I would put them in right now. I really believe that. I don't think they're going to lose a game, and they're going to be undefeated in a year where a lot of the big names are going to have already lost games. They've already lost games. Yeah. So Cincinnati, they almost beat Georgia in the Peach Bowl last year. Cincinnati's good. Cincinnati's legitimate. I'd put Cincinnati in. Oklahoma. I guess maybe the question is the Big Ten team going to get in? Like, do you think a Big Ten team is going to make it? Because if Ohio State, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Right now, I'd say Georgia, Cincinnati, Oklahoma, and Ohio State or Alabama. I pick one. Yeah, one of those two. That would be my 4 currently.
It's kind of sad you came up basically with the same 4 as I just thought. I think Georgia, I think Oklahoma, they are undefeated right now.
Yeah.
And it does feel like there's going to be a lot of one-loss teams in this thing.
Yeah.
So potentially. Sure. But I also think maybe, yeah. I'll go Ohio State 3.
Okay.
And Cincinnati 4.
Okay.
I think Ohio State, Oklahoma, and Georgia are going to be the only 0 or 1-loss conference champs in the Power 5. I expect Oregon to lose again at some point.
Yeah.
Who does that leave? What conference am I afraid? ACC.
Michigan's undefeated. Michigan is undefeated still, and has.
Yeah.
Like that's tricky because Michigan, they still have to play Michigan State, Penn State, and Ohio State.
Yeah.
And in no way do I expect them to win all 3 of those games at all. So
I do think that Cincinnati's win against Notre Dame probably will be just enough to put them over some weak Power 5 teams that only lost 1 game. Weak is relative, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I think that can maybe keep Ohio State down a notch would be if Oregon would win out, but I don't expect that to happen. I just don't know if that will happen. So, yeah, I don't know, but this is why college football is awesome, because there's a very good chance that none of this will happen and we'll have a lot more chaos. We've had a lot of chaos so far, so
yeah, right.
Here's to much more.
Yeah, it was a really good first 6 weeks. This was an incredible first 6 weeks.
Yes.
Of a football season. And okay, if someone told you, I would have been laughed at, you would have laughed me right off of this podcast and not allowed me to come back. If I would have told you after week 6 that Georgia's 1, Iowa is 2, Cincinnati is 3, Oklahoma is 4.
And Oklahoma's undefeated.
And Oklahoma's undefeated. Yeah, I know. And then it's Alabama, Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan, Oregon. Kentucky's at 11. Clemson's not in the top 25. It's wild. Yeah, I would have been scoffed at for that. And it's crazy.
Absolutely. Okay, I think that's probably going to do it for this week, unless you have anything else you want to talk about quick.
It's that awkward moment when Coastal Carolina is the best team in South Carolina. That's tough. Hate that, Clemson. Sorry. I was still frauds. By the way.
Is Coastal Carolina in South Carolina or North Carolina?
They're Hilton Head, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're South Carolina.
You might be right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Iowa is a fraud if you're talking about them being the number 2 team in the country. If you're talking about them being
I was still a fraud.
Send your hate mail to him.
Yeah. So it's overholdashton@gmail.com. Overholdashton@gmail.com. Yeah, that's okay. I was still frauds.
All right.